Hello everybody, it is day number 2 in the Critixx Winter Cup and we played a ton of games yesterday. That means for today we have the grand finals left and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm so hyped because now we will finally see what the other tournament tree will look like. Of course, my name is Olisrem and I am with the amazing Warlix right over there.
Hello, 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 and yeah, it is gonna be grand final day. It is gonna be a best of 5. So, few banger games coming our way, and let's have some fun. I would say, should be good. Should be some good League of Legends. Maybe some more Emilio Soraka. That would be fun. Yeah,
Why not?
why not? I mean, you can probably tell that my voice is still dead from yesterday, from casting 7 hours. So one part of me is like praying for like a 3-0, so that I can rest my voice and hopefully it doesn't die completely. But on the other hand, come on, man, give me 5 banger games. That'd be so fun. We'll see. We'll see where it ends up on. But yeah, Ash already being locked in after the Varus ban. Not too surprising here. Pandaric on the blue side and Critixx of Valhalla on the red side here. And we see a return of the Sivir as well here. We'll have to see how that's gonna, fare up against the Ashe. That has been very priority in the draft here, the last day. Has Ashe basically been pig banned in like every single game so far, except for like probably like one. But it's very high pig ban. That's the, and there's the Milio, the eye camper special, not paired up with the Soraka this time around, but. It has worked out very well. The Emilio has been very strong, has been played with the Ashe before as well, and I have seen them flank towers at both sides, so yeah, that speaks for itself and how dominant this duo has been in the bot side of the map together with this combo as well. So that is something to be looking forward to, and with the Victor being banned away, is a very strong mid laner right now. We'll have to see what the reply will be against the way.
Yep, exactly. I saw what he did there with flanking, talking about Ronaldinho, yeah, Emilio, all those jokes. But now, of course, again, gotta get those out of my system. Now, we also, I want to talk about the flanks because Veigar with his event Horizon, other people call it Cage, but I am, I'm one of those guys that knows most abilities, so I can tastefully say it's called Event Horizon, amazing ability name. But it's not only about what it's called, it's about what it does, because it is really good to prevent flanks. So I don't really know if I'm like a huge fan of the Veigar, but I see the point why you would pick him. Now, honestly, I'm not a big fan of the Severe first pick. Picking it so early. I mean, second pick, R1, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe you know a bit more than me. I don't know. But to me, it's a bit of weird of a pick. And of course, yeah, we can also talk a little bit about the bans because, securing Wukong for yourself on the red side and then picking away the Jarvan, the Vi, tearing through them in the ban phase. Yeah, that is one way to play the game. And I think it's a really good way,
I mean, the last time I seen this sort of composition from Pandaric, we saw Hanu, pulling out the Volibear in the jungle, which was a very good pairing with this team composition. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see that one pop up again. And yeah, we're gonna have to see how the Sivir is gonna go, because yeah, you do pick it R1 pick like you pointed out, and I don't know if it's worthy to pick it out that early. So kind of putting a priority on it does show that Critixx, for some reason they value it a lot, right? So we're gonna have to see in game if that is justified, or if this Sivir is gonna struggle a lot or not. We're gonna find out how that one is gonna go. But the Poppy locked in as well. Is that gonna be a Poppy top lane or support? That is the question. There is possibilities there, and there it is. There's the Volibear. Guess not too surprising to see that one locked in, and now we're gonna wait for a soap champion. Where's the Cassante? Where's the Renekton? It's probably gonna be one of those two, right? That is a soap specialty. Would not, or the Ornn, I guess that's also a very good one. Oh,
Definitely,
Malphite.
yeah.
He's baiting me.
Yeah, stop getting baited by all those amazing...
Yeah, it is gonna be the Ornn. Very good champion, so...
Indeed. Okay, so wait, does that mean... Could this... Okay, hear me out. Could this be Vigor support? Because man, oh boy, do I love Vigor support.
I mean, in theory, it is a possibility, yeah. It is, it could be very good, yeah. But it's gonna be the Mundo top lane to counter the Ornn. Can be very oppressive with the cleavers in lane. And obviously, just in the team fights, is just a massive, beefy boy in the front line. You're gonna force the enemy team to build that anti-healing as well, which is annoying, right? Have to put in the Mundo tax, I guess. And yeah, provide some frontline for this Veigar to just stand in the back line, put down some cages, spam some Ws, press R, and then your enemy just explodes. So yeah, it is two team fighting compositions like we're very much used to right now, and they're gonna be battling it out here. But we have to be talking about Pandaric here for a little bit because obviously we haven't seen Critixx Valhalla play at all because they were on the other side of the bracket. So we'll have no idea what they bring to the table, right? But we do know what Pandaric bring to the table, and damn, they have been dominating so far. Every early game, they will just find like a 2k gold lead, and there's just no way back into the game. Sure, they might slip up just that little bit, but 10 seconds later, they're right back into control, and your base is in shambles, and it's over before you even realize it. You're just being choked out of the game. That has been the story for Pandaric so far. So we'll see if Critixx Valhalla can, put up a fight and stop that from happening.
Oh, it will be an interesting one, yeah. Okay, so it seems to be the Poppy support. That is something that is worth noting. And also Vigor mid lane against Wei. I'm thinking like, okay, where are we snowballing? Where are we finding those Volibear ganks? Could be in mid lane, probably not top lane. I think top lane is just, so special. We know him, we love him. Bot lane doesn't look too easy though, but hey, you can just flash onto Poppy and right through her steadfast presence. So that is something that is, of course, a possibility. So yeah, I think we will look to get a lead in mid lane or on bot lane. And honestly, I would prefer to see it on Senny right now because no flame towards Please Get Me Out, he has been playing good, but man, Senny had those carry pants on and played so darn well throughout this entire day yesterday. I hope we see him focused, and I think we can maybe also push this Sivir to its limits, and kind of punish her as well for being picked so early. So maybe that is also a reason why the Volibear was picked here. But yeah, either way, man, I'm hyped to see some banger League of Legends games. And I hope we will be in the game soon. It shouldn't take too long anymore. I'm so hyped, man. You can't even imagine. It's the grand finals today. We worked really hard for this yesterday, but also I hope, now let's be honest here, I hope, Critixx Valhalla, they can kind of challenge us a little bit because, again, no disrespect anywhere here, but man, so far this Pandaric squad, they have looked, what do we say here, amazing, beautiful, dominant, they've been crushing the competition.
Yeah, let's see if they can put a change to it. And, Pandaric already starting out with one of their classic team compositions, right? This is like, very standard composition for them. Their bread and butter, so to speak. They've, it like I said yesterday as well, it felt like we were watching the same game like over and over again because it's just like the same team composition, the same recipe over and over again. It's a small lead in the early game, and then the enemy team is just being completely choked out of the game until it's like 24 minutes with a 10k gold lead, and there's nothing left to do anymore.
Exactly. Oh, it will be so interesting. Like, the first game should dictate kind of the entire series, right? More or less. That is for certain. So I see you are already in game, but we have a break anyway. So who cares? Am I right? Yeah. You know, I always feel like I gotta close unnecessary stuff that is still open, and then I always think about Vanguard. I'm like, no, wait, I cannot close that. I need to, you know, be in the client and watch League of Legends. So, yeah, that is something. Beautiful stuff there, by the way. Look at this skin selection by Pandaric. Just 10 out of 10.
Yeah, color matching perfectly.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Wow. Well, well, well.
And we're gonna get some action here early on. It is the straight up invade. Will be spotted out by the ward though, so that is actually gonna allow the jungler here on the red side to just walk in and get a nice ward for themselves. And there's actually no counter ward here for Pandaric here, so actually an advantage here already for Critixx. Just getting that extra bit of information in the start of the game. You can see that.
I'm hype.
You can see that beautiful
I'm also
ward.
in the game now, by the way.
Sick.
Finally. Oh, I just wanted to tell you really quick. And I see that you're not live, are you? No, you're actually not. Wait, I still have a break, so maybe it will catch up. Nope.
I hope I'm live.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, guys, it is a dancing Volibear on the ward here, but I don't think he will be faced by anything today. It is the grand finals. Once again, I invite everybody to give their favorite chants in the chat and to cheer for Pandaric or for Critixx Valhalla for your favorite today. But I know one thing, it is going to be a banger of a game. Game number 1 in this best of 5 series in the grand finals. Warlix, what lane are you looking at when you are Hannabulson and Guasmas?
I mean, for Hannabulson, I feel like you really want to make sure that your mid bot lane are safe. Especially your bot lane, I think this Milio Ashe has a lot of potential to bully out the enemy bot lane. And we can kind of already see that happening right now. So you want to make sure that, you know, that bot lane can continue to be as aggressive as they want to be and provide, you know, the cover, the vision, so they don't get ganked there by the Wukong. And yeah, for Guasamas, I mean, you're gonna have to try to slip through, find a gap somewhere, see what you can make work here, but it's gonna be quite difficult here if Hannibulson, you know, gets the cover and gets some wards in for his teammates. You're always gonna be getting spotted out here, but you're gonna have to see what opportunities you can find. I feel like the top lane is, sure, it's probably gankable, but in the grand scheme of things here, you're looking to facilitate your carries, right? Your Veigar, your Sivir, or your Wei and Ashe. These carries are gonna carry you the game. These are gonna make the important difference here in the team fights. So if you can get those lanes ahead, those are gonna be the most important here. And I feel like, especially in the bot lane, Pandaric has an advantage in the laning phase there. So for Hanu, it's gonna be very important to, you know, play around that advantage, and we can see exactly that happening. The bot lane pushes out the wave, gets priority, and it allows for this invade to happen. So already Pandaric, you know, stepping on the toes there of Critixx, not making life easy for them. And well, we can see that continue to happen there. Your favorite ability being used in the early game is going to force out a flash here from the Wukong. And Pandaric already being very aggressive here.
Oh, very aggressive indeed. Oh, meanwhile, top lane talking about being aggressive. Soap, he wants this Mundo, and he will almost get him, but not quite yet. But still, the flash advantage is there. It is taken. I feel like Mundo has kind of a weak early game. Oh my god, Soap. Soap, is he looking for something? He will get him without a flash. Soap just outclassing people here. I mean, who can stand as tall as the Forge God himself? Ornn getting first blood here, and I keep on getting amazed by those players, man.
Yeah, and you know, to provide a little bit of extra context to that, not only is Soap, you know, quote-unquote sacrificing himself because he is blind picking, right? He doesn't know what the enemy top laner is going to be. He's also sacrificing in the sense that he's playing for his team by picking the Ornn. And, you know, he's playing the weak side here, and then he's still getting the solo kill after the top laner gets to pick whatever he wants into Soap's Ornn, and he still manages to get the solo kill on the top lane. That is absolutely insane.
Yep. He is just our dear Lord and God at this point. I mean, he's the Forge God after all, but man, he's the weak side king. And at the same time, still, like, I can't fathom how this guy did not use his flash. He got the flash, and then he kills the Mundo without using his own flash. And just look at the level advantage. Yeah, sure, there are a ton of minions that still will die under the turret, but I don't know, man. Soap, an absolute highlight player for me right now. And yeah, but still, you know, everybody else on the map doing an amazing job. Like, just look at mid lane. Yeah, not too much has happened yet, but we already have almost a 2-wave advantage there, and that is already 150 gold. Just, you know, by being an amazing player, being an amazing laner as well. It's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, the individuals here for Pandaric are shining right now in the early game. And I mean, we talked about it in the champ select, right? Pandaric, they get this early advantage and then they just snowball and choke you out. And already we see like, you know, an almost 1k gold lead in 6 minutes here. And that has just been, you know, the story of Pandaric. They always get these leads and then they just choke you out of the game. Yeah, sure, at this moment we're gonna see a trade of objectives on the map. The Grubs for the Dragon. But I think Pandaric are completely fine with that. They don't have to force out any plays right now. They know they have the advantage and they can, you know, set up the plays to snowball that throughout the game. So I'm sure we're gonna see that happen in the next few minutes where they're gonna balloon their gold leads. But for now, they're just gonna take it easy. They're gonna trade these objectives here. The bot lane knows to play safe. You can see Guasmas in the enemy jungle as well, taking advantage of this split map situation here. But this does leave the top lane vulnerable here, so Munin has to be careful, has to respect that he's basically on an island at this moment here. We'll
The
see,
good old island.
The good old top lane island here, yeah. We can see Hanu is gonna do the exact same thing. He knows this map is split and he has to take the camps in the top side here. Fork's actually doing a nice job getting the wards on the enemy camp. Oh, hold on there.
Okay.
We're gonna get the gank in the mid lane.
Interesting. Trying to get out of there, flashing towards the own Wally Bear. Of course, maybe. Yo, Hanu Bulsen is just chilling, finishing the camp, and please get me out.
It's gonna be a 3 versus 2 though. Munin is on the way.
Yeah, do they know what is? Okay, never mind. Hold up, some important spells missing there. So yeah, Hanu Bulsen just a storm bringing himself out of there. And yeah, please get me out. I can again feel your name because yeah, no.
He's going for the execute.
Wait, can he get out?
I don't think he's got hit at all. Oh, the cleaver is missing. He's gonna get the execute.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, that just happened. I mean, yeah, not a kill in the scoreboard, so it doesn't count, right?
Yeah, I guess. That's one way to put it. I mean, the Veigar gets a free farm for a little bit. No teleport up for please get me out as well, so he is still gonna be losing out there as well. They tried to turn it around by, you know, going for the flash stun on the Volibear and comboing it up with the Way ultimate, but unfortunately the combo missed. And, you know, after that, in the 3 versus 2, yeah, it's not looking too good for them after missing your ultimate, right? Oh, hold on, Arseni!
Oh, this is such a close one though, but Monogarm can get out of there. Whew. Not even close, baby. Is he shouting in his team's ears while everybody else was worried for his life. Close one, but he got out.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we expected from the Sunny, iCamper, Ashe, Milio combo on the bot side. They are so aggressive, they're not gonna let you chill at all. Yesterday when we were watching their games, you know, it is 8 minutes and look, you're not allowed to stand under your tower, you're not gonna feel safe at any point.
Yep, talking about feeling safe, Guasmas maybe with the clone can get out of there, but please get me out. He wants this kill, he will find some damage, but I don't think it will be quite enough yet. We got some sums again though, and the camera just panning over to Soap, and I'm telling you, my friends, you know, I'm just watching in awe as this guy is weak-siding like a complete god now. Meanwhile, Amanji on bot lane wants to protect his carry, but can Monogarm be protected? Can he dish out enough damage? Hana Bulsen also smacking the enemy AD carry, getting the long-deserved kill.
Okay, but put this into perspective here. You're playing in your lane You're being bullied out underneath your own tower and hold on. Soap is going for the solo kill, he's going for the flash here.
Wait
Battle's
a
breath.
second. Okay, he wanted a little bit too much here. Yeah, I saw the greed in his eyes. So,
Yeah.
will fall. Yeah, honestly, that was unnecessary. Now, the event horizon will keep, please get me out a bit in place. He will not hit anything here, and he will just die. So, Warlix, I'm actually glad to inform you, we have a series on our hands.
Yeah, it looks like Paneric are slipping a little bit, but I mean, we have seen this before as well. And then, you know, 5 minutes later, they are completely dominating here. And I feel like if I'm looking at this bot lane, I'm not too sure yet, because they need to find an answer to deal with this bot lane. Because look at Senny, he's just going ham right now. He's going for a solo kill underneath the tower. What is going on, Senny? That is absolutely brutal. You are not allowing the Sivir to play the game at all. What the hell, man? That is... I feel like this is illegal.
Illegal of Legends, right?
Yeah, this is...
Our favorite game. No,
This
man,
is
I
not
don't
allowed.
know. Yeah, but I told you guys, Senny, he has the carry pants on, and I will gladly say it once again, you know? You thought Germans have von Lederhosen? No, not in this game, you know? They have the carry pants on, and sometimes the ballet shoes as well, to dance around all those stupid skill shots, you know, and Senny does it all, just runs down the opposition. Now, please get me out. Will be in a bit of trouble. Maybe Hanabusen can help. The Stormbringer is ready, is also unstoppable. He will jump in there, flash for flash. Now Veigar is stunned, and sadly, please get me out, died for the third time already. So, as sickening as it is to say for me, if there is a weak link right now, it has to be this mid laner that died 3 times already. Now also, you know, talking about dying, Soap wants to make sure the monkey will have to leave with the tail right between the legs wagging, you know. It's actually not the dogs doing that, it's actually the monkeys doing that, as you learned today. And the Mundo, pretty tanky, but is he tanky enough? Yep, seems to be tanky enough indeed. Using the maximum dosage there to just get out a-okay. Now the Veigar trying something, will not really find anything though. So yeah, I think we are still kind of fine, just chilling and grilling.
Yeah, that is 6x. Oh, the ultimate here is gonna let Forks in big
Goodbye.
trouble here. That cage is not gonna save you, my friend. You will be heading straight to the fountain there. And that should be the dragon here for Paneric as well, because I don't think they can contest it. Senny is just too scary, man. They can't do anything against his Ashe right now. And that is quite a dangerous prospect here. They need to find an answer to deal with the Senny iCamper duo. And currently they are just absolutely dominating their rift here, as they will setting their eyes on the dragon. And they just have to gonna watch from a distance, as it will be taken here by Paneric. Only giving up the first Drake so far. They get the 6 grips, they get the second Drake here. All the objectives in their control. And now they will be able to go for a reset and buy themselves some juicy items, because, you know, they weren't dealing enough damage quite yet, so might as well complete yourself a Kraken Slayer, because why not, right?
Beautiful stuff there. Yeah, it's a bit duality of the team comps right now. While, I mean, again, please get me out. He is ahead in farm, so even though you might look at it and be like, oh, you know, he has like 3 deaths, like, but yeah, he's still on 110 farm at 13 minutes, even though he has some deaths, right? So, yeah, I don't even know how. Can we say he's behind? Because honestly, I don't think so. But then, of course, the main point to be made here, look at Senny. Absolute beautiful performance here. Getting some more gold in the form of turret plates before they vanish for good. And yeah, so far, you know, I think we said it a lot of times. Stop the bleeding, something, right, Warlix?
Yeah, something, stop the bleeding. It's kind of difficult when this AD carry is just destroying your entire team here, but yeah, they're looking for the engager, but they can't find another slow down, and Hannibal's is just gonna flash in, stun him down, lock him down, still slowed down from the Ashe, and taken down. The tower is disabled now, and the Sivir is in big trouble. We're stunned underneath the tower. Senny in trouble now. I don't think he can get saved, so it will be the shutdown, but you know, tier 1 tower taken here, and Amanji is running for his life. Yeah.
Oh, with the heal as a speed boost. That is all the bear wants, so let's heckin' go. The Bully Bear, the one, the original, is still scary as hell, and I'm asking myself, why am I not seeing this guy more often in pro play or something? Because man, what a menace.
I mean, speaking of champions, you want to see more. There's also this like Scorpion champion that is, you know, quite strong, I would say.
I had such a good day. Why are
But
you
yeah,
doing this
you know,
to me?
I'm sorry if I, you know, darkened the mood there for you.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I heard from Hadu Bulson that he says he just doesn't like playing the champion, I think. Which,
yeah. Fair
I
enough.
mean, yeah, it's basically like in the what is a good comparison? In the iconic Naruto scene where the other one, Rock Lee takes off the training weights. You know, if you wanna play every draft with the training weights, sure thing. You know, I don't blame you if you win anyways. Who cares, right?
Yeah, to put that in perspective, they took down Senny, but it took them 3 deaths and a mid lane tower to do it. So, and this Ashe is only gonna get stronger. It's not gonna get any easier as the game goes on. I guess the only bright spot they have is that, you know, the Sivir Veigar wave clear is quite good. And obviously the Veigar, the AP scaling is quite insane as well. And, you know, no matter how fat your Ashe is, one good event horizon is gonna limit her a lot. And then with the press of a single button, you kind of destroy your entire HP bar. So you still have that going for you if you're Critixx. But yeah, for now this Ashe is just too scary to contest. And yeah, they're gonna just have to give up a lot of resources here, unfortunately. And yeah, something stop the bleeding. Easier said than done, unfortunately, as the Herald will be secured here as well by Pandaric. And they're now setting their eyes on this beautiful Mundo in the bot side, who is unfortunately all by his own.
Yeah, the turret is shaking right now. And it's a bit sad, because he will not see the next day, probably. The Void Caverns coming out of the Herald. Now we will see. Oh, beautiful hammer from Amanji, though. I don't think he will be able to get out of there. Will be flashed on by Soap. And now Emilio is currently driving the Herald into the next turret. And yeah, 2 people on top lane. But all those casualties on bot lane. Can Mundo maybe get out? He will be perma-slowed, but he will heal up with the maximum dosage. He will look just a-okay. And now, well, maybe we got some reinforcements here. Teleport coming in from Please Get Me Out. Sani,
oh my god, Sani.
Looking low, just clinging on to dear life somehow. He does not go down. But yeah, now just teleporting in to flash back out. Please Get Me Out will not really find any success here. But man, what a game. Inhib still standing though. 17 minutes, by the way. Jesus.
17 minutes. Oh, the teleport coming from behind here. Pandaric, they might be in a tough situation here. As the Veigar is coming from behind though. Maybe not the optimal champion to go for the flank with though. Hadu Bulson is just gonna tank it up for now. And he is gonna have to run for his life. Will he survive though? It seems like it. He's a freaking fast bear for that. Another teleport coming in here.
Yep. Teleport coming in indeed. And what are we seeing right now? A lot of skills flying everywhere. You know, Hana Bulson kinda low. Please Get Me Out kinda low. But Gosmas not living anymore. iCamper also not dying, refusing to die at this point. So refusing to let anyone survive this onslaught. Amanji could be strong enough to survive this. Now iCamper, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can get away from this. Has a shutdown, by the way. The Mundo got a shutdown there on the support, because screw it, why not now? Soap in the 1v1, the maximum dosage will be a big HP source and will not be enough, you know. Soap casually 1v1ing the Mundo, casually.
Yeah, we have entered the part of the game where Pandaric has, you know, gotten quite strong, and they like to just have a little bit of fun here. You know, perhaps overextending a little bit in that fight towards the bot side inhibitor, and then, you know, 2 teleports coming in from behind, and, you know, all hell breaking loose there. I don't even know what the kill count is after all of that. It was something relatively even, I suppose, but with all the shutdowns coming through as well, And just a nice little gold injection here. This is very good for Critixx here, so... This is the moment where you look at Pandaric and you're like, alright, we need to put back our serious pants on before we actually throw this game, because, you know, that Veigar actually does scale quite well with the ability power. So, you know, we gotta get back
Also,
to business.
something that I actually did not know for a long time, and I'm gonna be honest here, guys, I think many do not know it. Or is that removed already? No, it's not. I just checked, you know. I'm not the one streaming, so I can freely check. For every 50 stacks that you get on Veigar, you get 10% cooldown reduction on your Dark Matter, on your W. So, Hanabulsen jumping in there will be grounded, but it doesn't really matter. I just talked about this Veigar guy, and he is not able to play the game, you know. We just talked about the scaling. Yeah, Amanji also no chance to get out of that one. And I think this should probably be the Nasher. Maybe you respect the Wukong a little bit, because, you know, Smite fights, why 50-50 if you're winning that hard. Yeah, Moonin was like, hey, are you doing Nash? And nope, you are the purple raid boss for now, before the Nash will be the next purple raid boss. Now, Cosmos, don't get caught. Whatever you're doing, I don't even know if it's worth it to go in there. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about, you know, endless scaling. For example, Nasus gets weaker and then stronger again throughout late game, you know, even though in theory he has endless scaling. And then also to me, you know, in my head it was always like, yeah, sure, at one point you have infinite AP as Veigar, but are you really infinitely scaling if you still have cooldowns, you know? I mean, sure, maybe you one-shot somebody with your ult, but it still has cooldown, right? And then somebody told me, yo, Elstrom, did you know that actually your stacks also reduces one of your skills cooldown? And since then, I shut up, you know, about this infinite scaling topic. He is infinitely scaling, because even, you know, some cooldowns get lowered by his stacks, which is pretty nice, let's be honest here.
I mean, the thing is as well, because you have the infinite scaling AP, it does mean you could opt in for some more defensive items, and it doesn't hurt you as much because you actually have the AP from your passive. So, could opt in for that as well, but obviously you're gonna have to need your def cap, you're gonna need your mana, you're gonna need a bit of cooldown reduction, you're gonna need magic penetration, so you're still gonna need some of those AP beefy items, but yeah, it does open up some possibilities for more defensive items, which is always nice, so you don't instantly get popped down, and oh my god, look at that damage. Veigar is starting to become quite scary, but unfortunately for him, he's also quite squishy, you know, with the cage hitting here. Campra has to be careful, but there we go.
This Veigar will just explode even through the shield of his items. No chance to survive. No hostages, only kills. Putting people into the gray screen is what we want here. Now just disabling the tower like it's nothing. And yeah, I remember a few minutes ago when I said, yo, we have a game on our hands. And yeah, right now Pandaric is probably laughing at me. And they're like, yeah, what game, by the way? They should win in just a few minutes. Even though I actually like Moonin's answer there to just shove out bot lane and make it impossible to push the bot lane.
Yeah, all the small things helping here. But for now, Pandaric will just be collecting whatever is left standing on the map here. The inhibitor taken down, some towers being taken, every jungle camp being taken. There's nothing left here for Critixx to take for themselves. And yeah, it's just an uphill battle here. Soap's recall being cancelled there, so that might be a pick that they can use to their advantage here. That is, if he actually dies.
Well, talking about dying, this game is a bloodfest, I swear.
Oh my god, so he is half HP again.
Trouble. Okay, Monogarm is in trouble. Hanabulsen, and he refuses to go down. The shield will not connect in time from the Sky Splitter. And there is a shutdown on Moonin, but what did it cost? The answer is everything, because it literally cost them the game. What is even going on at this point? This is absolute madness here.
Look at Soap, he has 75% HP again, and he almost died like a minute ago. This is absolutely brutal. They thought they had the pick. I mean, in theory you would say they called out Soap, but yeah, one does not catch Soap that easily. He is a big beefy boy, he does not give up that easily, and you're gonna really have to fight for it. And Pandaric, they're gonna take the first game in 24 minutes here in dominant fashion, and it will be going up 1-0 into the series.
Well, I don't even know at this point. Do we have a series on our hands?
Well,
Do we? Or will they just sweep through this 3-0 and, go back to bed or whatever they still have planned for today?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. The bot lane was kind of an issue, right? The Sivir was not it. The Ashe Milio was way too dominant. And in the early game, Critixx actually got stuff done in the mid lane. The Veigar was going ahead here. The ganks were working out. Please get me out. Was struggling in the laning fight, dying quite a few times here. And Panarik, they were lucky that Sandy was absolutely popping off in that bot lane. That was absolutely crazy. He was so far ahead that it didn't end up mattering at all. So perhaps there is an angle here where they can pick a bot lane, where they can, survive a bit longer or look for a lead themselves maybe, but at least go even, And then if they can still find the same advantage in the mid lane, then maybe we have a game on our hand. But for now, I'm going to say we headed over into a break, and then we'll be right back with you guys.
We are back live, right in the action in this draft number 2. You can see it right there. Pandaric with 1 victory under their belt. And if we just look at the first game, it looks like they will make quick work. But of course, Critixx, Valhalla, they are not to be joked with. They are to be taken serious and they want to bring it back. They tried some stuff in the first game. It didn't work quite out. But now in the second game, we will see if they can bring it back or if Pandaric just crushes this entire game and goes into a 2-0 lead. But don't forget, it's a best of 5, so they are still looking for 3 wins total. Can they do it? Or can Valhalla bring it back now? Their first pick will be a bit of an elusive one. It will be the Nico.
Yeah, that's gonna be quite interesting. I don't know if there's a Nico OTP. I might have to double check that in a little bit. But yeah, with the Ashe and the Varus banned away already, we should be digging deeper into those the AD carry champion pools, which is always gonna be fun. And yeah, the Milio being locked in already, I guess, you know, Camper has been absolutely amazing on that champion, and it's worked very well for Sunny as well, so very nice to see that one locked in already. And the Elise, okay, that's gonna be a fun one. I think she actually got nerfed this patch, but I actually have no idea how strong she is. I haven't seen an Elise in a very, very long time. So, you know, it's gonna be fun seeing a different champion. It's not a scorpion, but a spider. I guess it's something.
Oh well, at this point you're just taunting me, right? But now, honestly, yeah, at this point, is Elise really the answer? We will find out. Well, we know that. I feel like the first draft was a bit too slow again. You know, the first draft is probably where you realize, okay, guys, we have to kind of go fast. You know, like really, really fast, because they are going fast, and you kind of have to match the tempo, right? And that's what it will be all about in this second game. Can they match the pace? And Elise, of course, is a great answer to start matching the pace, right?
Yeah, and it is gonna be. Just looked it up real quick here. We do have Amenji having 51 games on the Nico on the support position, so I'm gonna be assuming it's gonna then be paired up with a Nico, or excuse me, with the Corki. So that should be a dangerous pairing here in the bot side. And okay, we have the Milio Soraka back in action. Oh boy, we have seen it yesterday. We're running it back. It was absolutely disgusting. I feel like, you know, it is a combo where if you actually try to all in them, you have to actually kill them, because otherwise you give up so many resources. It's just not worth it, because the Milio Soraka are just gonna heal back up, right? That's their strength. They can poke very well, they can sustain very well. If you all in and you don't get the kills, then you're in big trouble here. Now we do have a Corki and a Nico, which, you know, if they're level 6, they get their item spikes. They do a lot of damage here, so there is a possibility there. But yeah, it is still gonna be quite interesting there, how this Milio Soraka is gonna deal in the bot side here against this Nico Corki. It worked out yesterday, but would it work again? And a Yasuo locked in. Okay, so last time when we saw the Milio Soraka, I was like, you know, there was only a Victor on the team that can, you know, deal consistent damage there, and it didn't feel like it will be enough, but they snowballed the early game so much that it didn't really matter. This time around they have a Yasuo, so it makes a lot more sense, right? You just have an insanely fat Yasuo that just gets perma-healed and shielded and can just go absolutely sicko mode. So they have that going for them. A nice protect the Yasuo comp, I guess. So no 10 death power spike here. And it's going to be quite an odd composition here for Pandaric, and you see something more standard here for Critixx here. They actually look in a Blitzcrank, so I guess it's Nico mid lane then instead, which obviously works as well. But yeah, I mean, it's the same concept, right? You're going for all in here, you're trying to hook one of the champions, you're trying to kill them before they can get healed back up here. Once again, if that doesn't work out, if you can't kill them, you're investing so many resources, you're gonna lose a lot of HP from all the poke, whilst the enemy team just gets to heal back up with the Emilio Soraka. So it is a risk you're taking by just, you know, going all in on them. And a Jax to round it off with as well. So we're gonna be seeing a very different look here from Pandaric here, because this is not a Pandaric composition. I don't see no Soap on Cassante or Ornn, you know? I don't see a, you know, like a standard mage mid laner. I don't see Hanu on a supportive tanky jungler. No, we're playing split push champions here. We're playing a double enchanter. We're playing Elise, who can be very annoying in the early game with a lot of, you know, the CC damage that she can provide here. It's a very unique composition for Pandaric for sure. So this game, I mean, I'm gonna imagine will play out a lot different than the ones that we have seen before.
It should seem so, yeah. It will be a special occasion for sure. Ah, this draft looks amazing. Just with the Nico, that is a special one. Then also the Blitzcrank, really special one. Then top lane a Jax into the Renekton. Man, I'm looking forward to this. This looks absolutely hype. But yeah, for now, what do you think? Where are the strengths here to bring it back for Valhalla?
I mean, you definitely have some opportunities to punish this Yasuo maybe in the laning phase, you know, especially in the early levels when he... The thing with Yasuo mid lane, right, is in the top side you have so much space to work with, whilst in the mid lane, you know, you dash a few times and you're underneath the enemy tower. You know, there's kind of this, you know, stereotype Yasuo mid lane player that you're not a Yasuo player if you don't end up in the enemy mid lane tower, right? That has to be done here, so... Yeah, maybe some
Asaki?
Hasaki. Yeah. they still have you know, they have enough tools here to deal with the Yasuo, I think. But at the same time, you know, the wind wall's gonna be very annoying to deal with for Fork, so there's gonna be some mind games there. It's gonna be like classic ranged into melee matchup here where, you know, in theory, if you play correctly, you can really bully away the Yasuo. If you make some mistakes though, it can really, really get dire for you in the mid lane. So we'll have to see how that goes. And I mean, I feel like when I look at this composition, they put a lot of emphasis on the bot side to make sure they have the all-in power to deal with the Soraka Emilio. They want to make sure they can actually all-in them and one-shot them before they can heal back up. So I feel like they're gonna try to fight them head-on, right, and not allow them the free laning phase and to just get poked out of lane. They want to make sure they can land the Blitzcrank hook, one shot either the Soraka or the Emilio, so they cannot heal back up and snowball the bot side of the map basically. So I feel like a lot of that is going to be leaning on the bot side here. And it's going to be actually quite scary here if we get towards the mid-late game. For Pandaric, they have a very unique team composition with, you know, two split pushers there, Jax and Yasuo can both go in a side lane. And I feel like it's going to be quite tough to deal with them. I don't think there's like a single champion on Critixx that can just simply hold the lane against them, because Yasuo and Jax are very strong in the side lanes. So that could be an issue in the late game, but at the same time, you could try to avoid them. You do need to properly play around the split push of your Pandaric, and that's not something that they normally do, right? It's not their standard team composition. So it is also the challenge for Pandaric. Can you play this type of team composition with two split pushers?
Well, that is an interesting question, and it shall not go unanswered, because yeah, as you properly explained, dear Warlicks, this is quite a different draft, not a draft that we have seen in the first game at all. But hey, talking about gaming, talking
30 seconds until minions spawn.
about a second game. This is right where we are. It is game number 2, and it will be Pandaric on the red side. It will be Critixx Valhalla on the blue side. And, well, they try to disprove what I'm saying right now, because they are, yeah, where are they even? They are on the wrong sides of the map. What?
Yeah, this is a double invade here, but they... Oh, but
Have spawned.
they're about to get spotted on the ward here, though. They know right now. Pandaric, they... Oh, this could be dangerous here. Guasmas, are you
It will
gonna...
be so interesting.
Oh, no. It's the death bush here. I don't think Cosmos knows. He's just dancing there, but he's right on top of the ward here. And Pandaric, they're sitting in the bush. Oh no. He's about to get a nasty surprise here. The Counter-Strike is coming through. The stun is locked down and Cosmos has to flash away. But when he get out there, the blade not connecting here on the Sejuani and the support is here from Forks. The root is gonna prevent the first blood from happening. Oh my god. We're already getting action in the first minute of the game here. But that does mean that Cosmos has to recall here. He has to take the L. And in the meantime, Hanu knows he has time to just clear out this top side of the map here. So this should be quite a massive jungle advantage here for Pandaric to start off game number 2.
The jungle advantage, indeed. Holy cow, what an early game and what a way to completely destroy the enemy jungler's confidence. Valhalla will have a tough one with this one. And man, that has to be a tilter. And you know what? I'm wondering in the games yesterday if they will find success with the Blitzcrank, by the way. And yeah, so playing the Jax in top lane is an annoying matchup for the Crocodile. That is also for sure. So yeah, as you can see, my thoughts are kind of all over the place right now. But that is also because the game just feels that way. It feels kind of all over the place, Warmix.
Yeah, I feel like at this moment, I'm just really focused on the jungle right now because you know, Critixx, they know that the invade happened, right? They know Elise is most likely gonna take the camps. And you already, never mind, the book is handing here on the bot side. Camper, is he in trouble? We have seen this combo before and they are unkillable. And same is gonna happen already. Ignite being used as well. But yeah, the heal's coming through. But to continue what I was saying, you know, they know that invade happened. And now it's kind of the mind game. Is Sejuani gonna invade as well to counter what happened to her camps? Because you're kind of like, if you're Hanu, you have 3 quadrants of jungle camps, and that's just too many camps to all defend. Hold on there. Munin is gonna get ganked from behind, and Hanu gets the kill!
Oh, goodbye, my friends. He will be turned into a leather bag for now. Has the TP though, so it shouldn't be too terrible, but still, it doesn't feel good to start off your lane like that against the Jax that will outscale you.
Yeah, and I can't even blame him, because Hanu Bilson invaded that bot side of the map at the start of the game. Why would the enemy jungler be there still after you've cleared the camps already like 2 minutes ago? Hanu has just been chilling around there and flanks from behind. Of course you're not gonna expect that, but it works out because they get the first blood on the top side of the map here. And yeah, Guasmos, he's just left hanging around with no camps at all here. Hanu still has his entire bot side ready for the taking as well after the first blood here. So the Elise is absolutely popping off here at the first stages of the game.
Yeah, at least popping off is just the right call here. That is exactly what is happening right now.
Oh, and there goes the Yasuo.
Yep, in mid lane. Yeah, we don't talk about that. You know, we only talk about the good stuff. No, but on a more serious note, that's what I was saying, right? About matching the pacing, kind of. And even though we do not look at the farm from Forks. Oh, can he get out of there? No, he cannot. Okay, they could not match the pacing either way. And yeah, the farm still is kind of looking grim now on bot lane. Seni got hooked, but yeah, he will just confidently walk away because Monogarm is without any mana right now. Wait, how funny is that? The guy literally has mana in his name. And has no mana.
You have no mana. Oh, what exactly. A banger of a game. Quotes. Yeah. Man, we're really popping on with the drafts already. We're only in game number 2. The Elise is popping off here. We can take a look at the gold here. 2.2k to 1.6 this early on to the game. 600 gold lead for the Spider. And I don't think Hanu is going to stop anytime soon here. The thing is though, you know, for the early game, it's great, right? The Elise is very strong, but when you look at the late game, you want to have this Jax and the Yasuo in the leads, having their items so they can be strong in the side lane. Be absolute nuances there. And, you know, you have your enchanters supporting them, so if this Jax and Yasuo is going to fall behind, that could be an issue still. So, you know, already an early death here, and perhaps another one as Soap is in trouble where Guasmaz is going to lock him down, and the Counter-Strike is going to run out. Oh, no way, Soap. Soap. No. Soap. No. Soap. Oh my god, you cannot be doing that. Yeah, alright, Soap gets out. He just did. He just does that. Just Soap things. But yeah, you know, point stance, you want to have the Yasuo and Jax on comfortable positions. I have to make sure they have their items and stuff, so they can be strong in the side lanes here, because they are going to be, you know, the main carries here for Pandaric in the mid late game when they're going to be split pushing. So if they fall behind and they get taken out in the side lane, that's not what you want for Pandaric here. So let's see how they develop throughout the game, and ooh, just barely missing there.
Well, I don't even know if it connects, if it is a good or a bad thing, honestly. I can't even tell at this point. That's just how sad this entire thing is, basically.
Yeah, Managarm also paying the 800 gold tax here already. As has to be done when you're playing against Soraka Milio bot lane. That's a suspicious minion, isn't it?
I don't know. Nothing wrong about the minion, if you ask me.
Yeah, looks a little sus to me. So yeah, I mean, we'll be spotted out there. I think Hanu did get spotted out taking the Gerbies earlier, so they just take the dragon once again. Split map here. That does mean it could be dangerous here for Munin if he drops a little too low, and we get a repeat of what we saw earlier on. And speaking of dropping low, Soap is gonna make sure that happens. He might just do it all himself. Oh my god.
Oh my god, man. How does he do it all those times? Now maybe a revenge kill on bot lane. Well, at least a revenge flash that, you know, is not terrible, but still it's not good enough to offset things right now.
Nope, and well, we talked about having this Jackson and Yasuo ahead. Soap is making sure he's doing his part at least. And, you know, just having one of these is, I feel like, more than enough here, because it can be... Oh, the hooky leading onto iCamper. I mean, it should be fine. What am I saying? It's Soraka Milio, they don't die.
Yeah, again, do you suddenly start banning Soraka? But then do you also ban the Elise, you know? That is just what Elise is good at. You know, take the turret aggro first. And then that was even a little bit too early. Yep, that was too early.
Yeah.
Slight misplay there by our favorite boy Hanu Bulsen.
The play was really good there. You know, if you succeed on that dive, no teleport the moon in, he loses so much XP and gold. The lane would basically be unplayable, but unfortunately execution falls flat there. But maybe on the bot side it could be a different story.
Well, the bot side, the dive is working out, finally! And Gosmas will not even die. Finally, somebody puts a stop to this Soraka weirdness. Now, please get me out. He's like, yo, I heard you got some free kills down here. I heard it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Managarn will not get knocked up. The Pop Blossom there to zone. Now, Hannibulson also saying hello to the all-you-can-eat buffet. Goes into spider form to do exactly just that. Wants some free food. Will come down. Will not have the venomous bite ready quite in time. And thus will only, you know, quote-unquote only, get a few kills down here. And 2 survivors will live to see another day.
Yeah, it is absolutely clown fiesta in the game already. I mean, what to be expecting when you have, you know, this composition from Pandaric. They are, you know, they are cooking. They're bringing out all the spices here, making sure that everyone in the chat here is entertained. And us included as well, you know. We gotta have our entertainment as well. And we're definitely getting that this game. And in the meantime, Soap is like, what the hell's going on that other side of the map, man?
Okay, mid lane. Ooh, a lot of damage. And iCamper will not be tanky enough. Who would have guessed if Senny is not nearby? And also Soap struggling a little bit in the top lane. And yeah, again, I mean, do I jinx it again? But I have to say it. Okay, hear me out, guys. Quote me, listen to me. It looks like we have a game on our hands. Valhalla is fighting back. They are even in gold. Even in gold. Yeah, that's what I just said. Now, even a little bit ahead if they get a plating down there. But whenever I said that, I jinxed it, you know? Yesterday and in the game earlier. So who knows? Maybe I just ruined everything.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the last few times when we said that, there is a, you know, still very clear strength for Pandaric. I guess it's the Elise for now, but you know what I'm worried about here is that this Cork is about to get Trinity Force, and we are seeing the draft paying off here for Critixx. You know, they perhaps saw this Soraka Emilio combo incoming when Emilio got locked in at early, and they secured themselves a lot of burst power here with the Corki Blitzcrank combo. And they're actually doing very well in the lane. And, you know, being ahead here, you know, securing yourself a Trinity Force relatively soon here, hopefully, for Menagarm. Does mean that burst power is going to be even stronger here, and it's going to be quite dangerous here for Senny and iCamper. We've seen Soap, you know, almost get killed there. Okay, Hanu Bilson is going to flash from behind there, and Menagram is in trouble here, and that's a perfect execution on the gank, but can it be repeated in the top side? It looks like it, because the hook is landing. Soap has to be forced away to flash. Will survive that encounter here, but it does mean the grips are ready for the taking in the top side, and with the dragon almost spawning bot side. That should be secured there by Pandaric. Pink's already on the map there. Yasuo is moving down here. And
Okay, Forks might be in a bit of trouble. Nico has to put on the dance shoes as well, and now, oh look, it's two more red team members, and yep, no way to get out of that one rent-free. You will need to pay the death tax.
yeah, I had to respect the fact that you're playing weak side here and can't really overextend underneath the tower on your own. Will be punished there by Pandaric, but now the dragon is still up for the taking here, and the rest of Critixx have arrived here, so this could mean double objective here for Critixx if they want to choose to do so. It will be contested here by Pandaric, but they don't want to just give it up. They will use this Scry's Bloom to get some more information for themselves. Soap does have the teleport advantage for himself as well, if he can get to a safe spot to teleport in here. But that is if Pandaric wants to force a fight here with the dragon to begin with. Looks like both teams are kind of like dancing around the objective here, as the top laners are just going to brawl it out there. They don't care about no objective. They...
Wait, hold
Oh
he gets
my
the solo bolo! He gets
Soap, you're
it.
insane.
Man, what do you mean? Yeah, Soap, you're insane.
There's
Yeah,
a death bush at the bot side here. The Blitzcrank and the Corki are just chilling in the bush here. This could get dangerous for Camper or Senny, whoever walks in there. If anyone walks in at all. Oh, they're gonna go for the flank here.
Yeah, Sani got a bit tricked maybe, but the reinforcements are here. Sani just not falling. He does refuse to die. And that's just it. Soap teleported. Now it is kind of betrayed with the Rift Herald spawning, but still, you invested so much time and energy into this one play, and yeah, it did not lead to anything, only to death and demise.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, it's gonna be trade of objectives again. At least they get the Herald on the top side of the map. That is at least something good here for Critixx, but hey, you know, just a few minutes ago we were like, yeah, we got a game on our hands and it's like that even, and now there's a 4k gold lead here for Pandaric. So, you know, we have a 3-1 Yasuo now and a 2-0 and 2 Jax on the top side. It's looking kinda dangerous, you know? And
Right.
yeah, sure, you know, the Corki and the Blitzcrank had some success here on the bot side of the map, but the Soraka and Emilio, they're gonna heal and shield the living hell out of this Jax and Yasuo, and then it's a different ball game here. I don't think you're gonna be able to deal with that at all, or match their damage, or match them in the side lanes. So it's gonna be quite tough here for Critixx to deal with the power on this Pandaric side at the moment.
Ooh, the hook almost got a lollipop effect there. And yeah, Sani is feeling himself. Now imagine you can finally play ADC and you can be like out of position all you want, and it doesn't really matter. That has to be the dream, right? That just has to feel
Oh, the
so
wind
good.
wall.
Yeah, the wind wall. Will it make a difference in this top lane skirmish? I don't know. Trying to flash out. Renekton will flash on top.
Oh, the Soraka heal coming through as well.
Oh, this could be clutch. This could be super
Oh
clutch.
my god.
He's getting out. Will survive forever. And will be strong enough. And the shot down there as well. Now iCamper in the mid lane. But he will be healed right back up. Even flashing out when it was maybe not even needed. Now, oh, interesting. This was a 3 versus 2 all along. And 3 versus 2 is good enough to get this kill. Now, can we see a rocket grab onto iCamper? Nope, we will not. But hey, still a kill. even though the top lane situation was just a complete disaster is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, but look at the minimap as well. All the towers are being taken by these split pushers from Panera, Yasuo on the top, Jax on the bot side. They're perfectly using, you know, the space that they've been getting, and they just take everything on the map here. You leave these champions alone for too long on the side lane, and they will just eat away your towers, all your cash, and you know, suddenly they're super rich and they get all the items they want, and they just become too strong.
They're just stealing not even your towers, but like your house, your wife, the dog,
Yeah,
and everything
exactly.
that you hold dear to your heart, man. But that's what I meant. Like, even though you got a good play in the lane, the top lane situation was a disaster. You know, that's literally what I meant. Because, you know, Warlix, you're kind of a smart guy. And yeah, can we just ignore this? Will anything remotely interesting happen out of this one? Well, iCamper will die, so that happened there. But now, please get me out. We'll teleport right in there. So, the absolute master of the Grand Arms in the top lane will just jump in, get a double kill. Yeah, with the flash, with the wish, nobody except for iCamper shall really die here. Can Hanu Bulson be kept alive? Nope. He will instantly make me eat my words. But yeah, Warlix, what I wanted to talk about. You said the 1-3-1 looks really, really scary, you know? Having Yasuo and Jax as split pusher, really, really scary. And that is exactly what is happening right now.
Yeah, there's just no way to deal with it. And the worst part is, if you have a skirmish like we just saw, you know, as long as the ambulance is alive, you know, Sani, that is, just to clarify, there's just no way you're gonna win it, because there's a freaking 4-1-6 Yasuo on your face that is just getting permanently healed by a Soraka. There's just nothing you can do about it. They can just tower dive you for all they care. They will just absolutely slaughter you, and you're just gonna have to accept it. And that is just the tough reality that Critixx are currently facing. And yeah, you know, something, stop the bleeding, I guess. I mean...
yeah, something, we have a game on our hands, I guess. Yeah, no, we actually don't. All we have on our hands is a 8k gold lead at this point, you know. Maybe you can bring it back a little bit with killing Soap here. Beautiful sidesteps by him. Nothing will even connect. Nothing at all. And he just walks like it's
the ambulance has arrived.
Yep. The team is here, the Avengers assembled. Pop Blossom will be huge, but man, I don't even know if you want to hook Soap into your face here if you are Amani. This is madness. And honestly, one detail though, Corki was kept in check all the time here. You know, they made sure that he can not really join the fight, and that is really important actually.
Yeah, it is the only bit of hope left there on the side of Critixx. The Corki, I mean, he's still looking to complete a second item here, and I feel like he's missing out on that bit of extra damage here. Only the Trinity Force is really not gonna cut it this deep into the game. 20 minutes in here.
Yeah, likely a tough one. Okay, time to go in there and make it true to be a Yasuo and just jump in and die. I think that last breath was, yeah, not a smart last breath, but does it matter at this point?
Yeah, I feel like that was just kind of, you know, the symptoms of having too much fun and you're not really thinking anymore, and you're like, team? And it turns out they're all recalling and resetting like, you know, you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, you know, a little overextension right there. Combined with the Herald, they're at least gonna be able to secure a little bit more. Okay, never mind, they're gonna get slaughtered here probably. Oh,
Okay,
Sunny is dropping down here.
This could be the one fight that you're looking for. Will it be the one fight that you're looking for? Soap dropping kind of low. The Glacial Prison goes wide. Soap just jumps in and stuns everybody, but he still drops lower and lower. He will heal back up, but it will not be enough heal here. And that means the shutdown goes into the hands of Valhalla. Okay, there the Cocoon missing. Just as close as it looked here. Now flashing forward. Please get me out. He wants the revenge. He will get the kill here. And even the objective bounties are falling off soon, by the way.
Yeah,
Hi.
we have entered the phase of the game where Pandaric is so far ahead. They do a, you know, a little bit of happy gaming. And yeah, now they have to be careful again. We have been through this last game as well. And yesterday, 8 games as well. Or 6 games, I guess, because we casted 2 from the second team. But yeah, now they will be putting on their serious pants again. After they do a little bit of, you know, a little oopsie daisies here.
Yeah, a little bit of oopsie daisies here and there, exactly.
They'll be getting right back into it. We can see the Yasuo on the top, the Jax on the bottom side. Ready to fulfill their split pushing duties here. As they're kind of waiting, you know, the Baron is up here, but they don't just want to start it off right now.
Why not? I want to start it off right now.
Yeah, I mean, they could, I guess. Because, you know, they would rather wait for Soap to solo kill Munin, probably.
Oh, well, that is not a big surprise. Yeah, Munin has to flash away, and so with the movement speed, he might as well just flash forward if he wants to. Does not even need the flash, by the way. Yeah, I mean, Jax on 2.5 items, Renekton on 2 items, no question. Renekton has no chance at this point of the game.
Yeah, now you're faced with an impossible task. You stop the Baron or you stop the Jax, and they're going for the Jax here. And yeah, sure, Soap dies here, but who gives a damn? You're getting the purple worm buff here. And that is all you really cared about here. You already got, you know, the solo kill. You almost got the inhib tower. And you get the big purple worm here, the buff, the 1500 gold. More than worth it for Pandaric. As they've, you know, put Critixx in an impossible choice, basically. And, you know, even if they went to contest the Baron, I don't think they really could have done anything about it. So, I guess they made the right choice there. At least get the kill, stop the bleeding in the bot side of the map, but it's gonna get more difficult here. Please get me out here. Maybe getting caught here, a little too far forward. Unless his teammates can save him out here, or he's just gonna go madman mode and he gets a solo kill. It is definitely happening right here, as Please Get Me Out just goes for the 1 versus 4 as Hanu helps him out as well.
What the actual am I witnessing? But oh well, no questions asked this time. It looks like... I mean, it is a best of 5, you always have one more game to adapt, but how do we even adapt at this point? It just looks like an impossible mountain to climb. Please Get Me Out. Looks vulnerable, and then Zenny is like, yo, have you ever heard about our Lord and Savior pressing W a few times? And he is basically all healthy back again, will get hooked in there, so it's not the one you want to hook. The clone almost dying. Getting away there, Forks, making the clone tank a lot, and no clone up. Well, Hanubulsen could have just taken the kill quickly, or take it slow and get the kill anyways, together with his favorite friends, the volatile spider Ling. And now, honestly, this looks once more like an impossible fight. Beautiful double tornado there. Hanubulsen in the Zhonya's will maybe finally die, but nope, Zenny is just healing everybody, and yeah, playing against this comp from behind. I will say it, it's impossible. You cannot win from behind against the Soraka, because if you cannot get her, then she will just heal up everybody. Yep, you have anti-heal, but she doesn't care.
I mean, we literally witnessed at the start a Yasuo going in 1v4 and getting 2 kills there. Because there's always a Soraka ult waiting for you if you need it, and you have 3 items completed, so you kinda do a lot of damage, you know. It is quite disgusting, and yeah, I mean, you're 10k gold behind right now, there's 3 dragons secure, they have the Baron buff. What does Pandaric not have? They can just walk into the base right now and end it if they want to. They're gonna play it cleanly though, they're gonna go for the reset, they're gonna do the thing where you know, you go back to the base, you buy some items, spend your cash, you know, play the game correctly before you start throwing, and they will just be grouping up here, looking to end it before, you know, any sort of comeback could ever happen. As they're gonna focus their attention to the bot side of the map, where the last remaining inhibitor tower is standing. That way they can get the 6 super minions pushing into the base at all times here. Oh, the hook connecting now, that could be something.
Might be huge. The flash will just save. Please get me out from that one. Hanubulsen can get out of there in spider form, and the crocodile will once more be turned into a leatherback for the 7th time this game, and it is just too much money It is too big of a difference, Corky. The positioning and everything was good, but you are just behind 12k gold, all those dragons, all the Nashers, everything. There is no way in hell that you can get out of this one soap using the Grandmaster at arms once more to be an impossible force to deal with. Jumping in and out of there. Well, sadly, you cannot dodge the fountain laser anymore, Soap, but it doesn't matter, even if you are 12 years late. This is the 2-0 for Pandaric. And they still have the serious pants on. I can tell you that much.
It's looking damn good for Pandaric at the moment. That's for sure. Can we get in a quick Soraka healing checkup? Let me check. Healing done. Where is it? 26k healing from the Soraka that game. You know, because why not? And that is considering there was anti-heal on the enemy team as well. So yeah, the Soraka definitely working out here. And I mean, at this point, I don't know what Critixx is gonna do. We have seen two completely different games here from Pandaric. You know, the first game, it was Sandy going absolutely crazy in the bot lane, absolutely slaughtering everyone and just walking over the enemy team together with his beefy frontline and the support. And now they're going for the two split pushers. You know, bot lane is struggling a little bit more, but you know, Soap and Hanu had an absolutely incredible game there, and there's just nothing you can do when there is two enchanters just permanently healing them. So yeah, what is the solution gonna be? It's gonna be quite difficult, but hopefully Critixx can figure it out, and we'll be right back with you after the break.
Are you ready for what might be the final game of today? Or what might be just the third of 5 to come? I know one team that wants this game to be the final one, and I know one voice that wants this game to be the final one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Warlicks, stop the drugs, quit smoking. But yep, I'm telling you guys, this could be the final one. It is a 2-point lead, 2 games lead for Pandaric, and they will be once more on the red side. They thought to themselves, yo, this Nico was kind of annoying. What if we ban it out and force them to play something else? Let's go. Let's do this. Draft number 3.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Soraka. It has been taken away here. I mean, listen, it's game 3. They're 2-0 up. Pandaric, they've had a lot of fun, you know, along the way in their games. Are we gonna see another Kane Akali kind of thing? Are we gonna see something completely new? You know, some wacky champions? Or are we just gonna go back to stock standard drafting here, you know, classic soap champion and carries for mid and bot lane and, you know, some supportive champions? We'll see what Pandaric will end up cooking here, but maybe more importantly, what will be the answer here for Critixx? Because, you know, Pandaric, they have been running away with the game, and okay, we're gonna start it with a Nunu. Now, is this gonna be, you know, a FlyQuest inspired kind of Nunu moment, you know, at Worlds, or is this gonna be the Nunu in my average solo queue game that's just gonna run it down? We're gonna have to find out how that one is gonna go, but definitely an interesting champion to be starting off the draft with.
Hakro, this is Nunu and Willem, not to be confused with a Mumu and not to be confused with Lulu.
Oh my god.
Fun fact, it's a fun fact, I remember a game where I played against, you know, I was shot calling and I was calling, like focus calling, and they had a Lulu support, they had a Mumu jungle, and somehow they tried Nunu top lane. So in team fights it was like Nunu, Lulu, Mumu. You know, maybe that was the main strat. You know, and it's hard to focus call against them. But either way, we have a darn good answer with Ambessa, because Ambessa is open now. And man, I love myself some flashy 200 years champions with a ton of dashes through the game. And you know, talking about 200 years champion, Diana almost feels fair compared to the Ambessa, but it's still an interesting champion that could lead to some interesting wombo combos and maybe, just maybe, leads to another Yasuo pick.
Well, or unless it's gonna take an away here. Forks is hovering in it. Is he gonna lock it in though? It will be maybe a risky champ. I'm pretty sure if Nunu hits a snowball, he can use the ult on that, I'm pretty sure. It is gonna be the Corki, not the Yasuo. Maybe he's just hovering because he knows it's coming, you know. He's just like, you want to pick this one, huh? Don't you? But
Wait,
yeah.
I have read Shyven on mid in chat.
Oh.
I don't want this to be reality.
Hmm.
Guys, come on. I know entertainment and stuff, but come on.
Oh, we're gonna get this.
Yeah, now
so
Daddy.
Darius.
Now this is Darius into Renekton as a counter pick. You thought the Jax was disgusting? Oh boy, I have news for you, my friend. Unless, you know, it could be Darius mid lane into some matchups, but either way, I think this will be a crazy game. But honestly, with those ADC bans, you know, might as well pick some strong lanes.
Right, but so when you look at this right now, you would imagine Diana jungle, Ambessa top, or excuse me, Darius top, Ambessa mid. That would be my guess, and I guess if Darius and Ambessa could swap around depending on matchups, if they are more comfortable with one or the other. But you know, could be some support shenanigans as well. Who knows? Who knows? And Derek, they have had some wacky team compositions here before, so I mean, I don't know how comfortable iCamper is on the Ambessa or something like that, you know. But yeah, who knows what they're gonna be pulling out here. It is the you know, in theory, it is the bot lane still left for the picking for Pandaric. That is what you would imagine, at least. So we can see the Milio being banned away now as well, which has been one of iCamper's, you know, comfort picks here on the support. And now it looks like Senny is hovering his entire champion pool, it seems like. Because, yeah, oh no, is it happening? Is it actually gonna be Shyvana mid lane? It can't be, right? What is happening here?
It could be Diana Shyvana bot lane. That is not a troll.
Alright, but one thing I will say though is you do have 4 melee champions, and that could be quite difficult when you're trying to siege towers, right? Even if you're ahead. You don't have that safety with the range. But, you know, maybe Pandaric is just gonna brawl and get so far ahead they will just tower dive you. That would not surprise me with what we have seen so far in this series. But, you know, at this point...
Ooh! Wait, this is genius.
Yeah, the Renata, I like it. It is very nice.
Yeah, but also the Cassio. Both are genius.
There we go, it is locked in here.
Like, okay, just talking about it thematically. Okay, hold up, wait, I will meditate until the final pick has been picked. Because right now we're just getting baited. I will meditate.
What is your prediction?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't care. Okay. Lock it in. Okay.
All right.
Should I just go, or do you have anything you want to say in the next 5 minutes?
There's nothing that I can make sense of right now, so you do your thing.
Okay. Hold your thoughts. Now, on one side, Ambessa bot lane is something that has been played and is mobile enough, and if you add either speed up champion or a CC enemy really hard champion or even a hook champion, and would you look at it, Nautilus is kind of everything at this point, you know, has a ton of slows, has a hook, has a ton of CC. Ambessa can work. Also, Nautilus with the depth charge will make sure that Ambessa will hit her ult, you know, the public execution. So TLDR, that lane can work really well in a vacuum in itself. Now Shyvana mid lane, that is more or less troll-y-ish, but it can poke out enemies if you're properly trading stancing with your Flame Breath, with your E. Now Diana jungle is just a solid jungle pick, you know, it will out-clear speed Nunu and Willump. And top lane Darius is just a counter pick into the Renekton that was available by picking Ambessa early, enemy team picking Renekton into it, and then getting the Darius handshake. Now, looking at the entire team comp itself, you can see that basically there are some synergies, even though it doesn't look like it, but Diana into Shyvana E ult, you know, like ulted and then E and stuff like that, it will hurt a ton. Also, Darius profits a lot from enemies being CC'd, especially if he runs with the ghosts and other stuff. And now, but honestly, we have to look at the genius in the draft as well. I think the last 2 picks have been amazing to adapt for all the stuff that we just talked about. Because Renata, with her handshake, with her bailout, with her hostile takeover, you know, that is really easy to hit if the enemies are all jumping into you, is a good pick. And then as well, you know, the Corki is a good DPS. Nunu and Willump fits really well into this entire thing because it has peel off the H's, you know, if you just have a good root, good snowball, even defensively, and of course the absolute zero. A lot of slowing or CCing directly tools. And then you have Cassio with her miasma, you know, will make it impossible for Diana to get in or get out, will make it impossible for Shyvana to ult, will make it impossible, you know, for Ambessa to dash around. So as you can see, a lot of smart tools picked there by our opposition. Will it be enough? I don't think so, but I have to respect... Yeah, I have to respect all the tools that they got. I think it will just be too much. And I have played against comps like those. It's really hard because you don't really know who to focus. Because all those champions, you know, Shyvana, Diana, they will build a ton of AP, but they can also go Zonias at any moment. And even Ambessa, Darius, they're just too tanky with their bruiser items, you know. So I think you don't have enough constant damage here. Even though, in theory, with Cassio and Corki, you picked great options into those. Like, okay, if this wasn't in a 2-0 manner, I would even give the advantage over to the Casio Corki draft. Not even capping. But you know, knowing the current mental momentum and everything, I think yeah, the Darius, Diana, Shyvana, Ambessa, Nautilus, they just have it. That was my analysis.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with what you said. I would say, you know, like you said, the Cassiopeia, the DPS is gonna be very useful. They have the tools to stop the engages from happening. But yeah, there's a lot of brawly champions on the other side here, and also to point back to earlier on what I said is, you know, you are playing 5 melee champions, so taking down those towers can be quite difficult. You don't have an AD carry that can just sit at a distance and, you know, fire away at a tower. You have to get close and personal. It makes it all the more difficult to take down those towers. So let's see if they can make it happen. We do have the tools on Critixx here, but can they use it correctly? That is the question here that we're gonna have to get an answer to. And already on the level 1 we can see Critixx grouping up together here. Let's see what they're gonna be up to here. They're gonna spawn out the Shyvana mid lane. As expected, we're gonna have a little dance off, it seems like.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Guys, it is game number 3, and as I said in draft already, it might as well be the final game. And I think... Oh, this will be murder.
Oh no, they're not giving the dance off here. They're gonna go for the battle here. They don't care about no dancing. That is BM.
Oh man. Can you do that in CS? Hakro? Can you do that in CS? No, that's why League is the superior game. There. It's World Finals, no fun allowed. Yep. All I can hear is Willem's trumpet.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Alright, so it is the Shyvana mid lane. Yes.
Again, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, especially if you hit your flame breaths. Wait, I even got that ability name correct. Damn. In Champ Select. I wasn't like 100% sure, but I was like, yeah, it should be flame breath, right?
Soap already going crazy mode on top side.
No. Can we please just focus on mid, and I will only look at mid and count the flame breaths hitting or missing, okay?
Alright,
Why are you laughing? It is important.
I'll be...
He used it to push. Please get me out. This is not how you treat Anna. No. You have the trading sense, man. You have the trade sense. Trading sense, you know? Oh, Forks actually cheating up mid lane. Will trade
Right.
with Mr.
I'm looking at the mid lane as well now.
Looking at mid lane as well now. Okay, you can see, please get me out, you know? He wants that minion over there, you know? And Forks is standing on the minion to make sure, yep, see, he wanted to go for it, but he will get punished instantly by a combo from Forks, you know? Get me out. Will use a beautiful flame breath there to get a last hit and put some poke onto Forks now. He gets level 3. He will put a point into his W, into his burnout, you know, so he can move a little bit faster and have some sustained damage if he goes for a long trade. We had first blood on top lane, by the way, but nobody saw that. You know, mid lane is way more important. No, but Nunu shenanigans, of course, you know. That is what is happening. But honestly, what is wrong with Zenny? He played Soraka last game. In the first game, he played a normal ADC, and now he's on Ambessa. It's like... But again, it's not troll, I'm telling you. Ambessa bot lane can work.
Oh, I have no doubt that it can work. We have seen a lot of things work here that I feel like shouldn't work, but here we are with Panarik still
Look at it,
looking
good
strong.
connecting, good connecting.
Oh,
The exhaust will be massive. The bailout, if available, will be perfectly timed, but Zenny will
Oh
get
my
away
God.
with it because he's just too mobile. And now, yeah, you still have the flash on Corki, but you also have the flash. Okay, beautiful flash there too. Sidestep the hook here from iCamper. It will not connect the dredge line, not being good enough. And I'm looking at top lane. There is a snowball. The ward will not really help you against it. And that is the win con. The ghost will be used instantly. Now we Tokyo drifting. We connecting onto Soap. He needs to find a beautiful heal here with his decimate. He will not do so. He will die before he can even completely use it. And this has been a wonderful gank so far. Good stuff by Valhalla.
so it looks like we have a game on our hands.
Oh! Oh no!
2 successful ganks in the top side here. I mean, yes, it will be, you know, slightly equaled out here with Senny getting that beautiful kill onto a Manji as well. And the Bill not helping out there, but Hanu may be in trouble here in the jungle. It will be greeted here by Nunu and Willem, but luckily the Shyvana mid lane there to bail him out. That is something you won't be saying too often in your casting career, I guess. So yeah, I'll just take in a moment for now. We'll also appreciate this beautiful team composition here by Pandaric. And also look at the amount of wards on the map here, especially on the bot side for Pandaric. They got full vision over that river here. No Nunu ganks allowed on the bot side, and for Soap, good luck, have fun. At least Camper is there to help him as well now. After he went down 0-2, he's getting some team support here. He's not completely left out on the island that he's normally on. And never mind, Camper is just gonna leave after the wave gets pushed in. So we'll just be returning back to the bot side of the map, back to the Ambessa bot lane.
Tokyo, will not connect. Okay. I thought maybe if I, you know, bring in the music, but nah, it didn't really matter. Okay, unlucky.
Unlucky, but hey, it is a flash being used, and that is an Ambessa being quite low there. And you know, fortunately, she does have like 20 more dashes to get out as well. So all safe and sound here on the bot side of the map here. Already a pickaxe on the Ambessa, that is. And Sunny's gonna recall and buy even more probably. So it's going quite well here for Sunny on the Ambessa.
Can we go this level 6 Shyvana power? The Dragon's Descent is ready. And of course, Goasmos wants to get the objective. And please get me out. He still had no recall, by the way. Teleport is still up. No item on it. Okay, let's do the guessing game. I think he either goes like Shadow Flame into Robodons with Zork Boots, or he goes for Nashor's Tooth. It will be quite interesting to see which one he's going for in mid lane. Now Soap might be in trouble. Hanubulson is there to assist and to help. Moonin will die to the turret and to the bleed, and it's a disaster. Striking our blue side team here. Hanubulson, it is only a matter of time when Amanji is dead. And this is not what you want to see. Yo, Warlicks, remember when you said we have a game?
Yeah. We're right back to reality, to the usual. Where Pandaric is just having a little bit of fun along the way. But in the end, they'll end up dominating. As they have been in the entire time here. Please get me out using the ultimate here. Forks, you have to be careful with that. Shyvana does a lot of damage here. Are you gonna be able to get out there? The flash is used here. Oh, just 1 HP here on the Cassiopeia.
2 more seconds, 1 second.
The snake
That's
has
the
escaped.
Dragon's Descent. Dragon versus Snake.
Yeah, that's not a really fair battle, is it?
Oh, it is actually burn build. It is actually Faded Ashes. Okay, this could be a successful gank here, because now suddenly it's Mini Gnar, excuse me, Mini Shyvana, of course. Do we call it Zero Suit Shyvana? Like Zero Suit Samus or something? You know, we need a good name for it. Mini sounds wrong, you know, because she's just human-sized, but... Warlicks, be creative, you need to think of something.
I don't think I can. Head
Help
empty.
us out.
Head empty, no faults.
Chat. How do we call it? You know, like there's Diva in Overwatch, and if she goes into human form, she's called Baby Diva. Or then again we have Gnar, Mini Gnar. But what is Shyvana called if she's not a dragon anymore? She's just normal human. Chat, Hakro or somebody, we need your help here. We need some good naming ideas.
Sounds like a job for chat to me. Yeah, we are also.
Wait, what? So? So? Why did you ult there?
To show
Yeah, see, now
dominance.
you can't kill Nunu without ult. What, Gimli? Okay, we got the dragon. Now Soap is flashing out. He realizes if I get CC'd here, I might as well be in trouble. And my team is getting something on the other side of the map anyway, so, you know, might as well just flash out, play it safe. Imagine picking this draft and then playing it safe, by the way.
Yeah, but we know Pandaric. They get their small
Well,
lead.
we know so. We know so.
Yeah, they get their small lead in the early game, which they currently, you know, it's not that big of a lead, but, you know, 700, 800 gold lead, which is, you know, it's a lead. It's not too big, it's there though. And then they continue to play it safe whilst they slowly increase their lead, and then suddenly there's 1-2k gold lead and they will snowball. Like in the bot lane right now where they're gonna go for a 2 versus 2 here, but it doesn't look too good here for Pandaric just yet here, but the 200 more dashes maybe will be enough, but it doesn't seem like it will be.
Oh, huge double kill for Monogram! This was so important for them.
Yeah, and now that gold lead has been erased and is actually in favor of Critixx right here. As the dragon will just get a honey ball in the face. Camper.
Yeah, he has no damage whatsoever.
Yeah, but that's just, you know, supports being annoying. Just cancelling your recall. Because why not? Alright, but let's get back into the game though, because we are kind of losing our minds a little bit here. In his semi-serious draft here, but Slope might be in trouble here.
Oh, is he though? Teleport is coming in. Again, he needs to make sure to heal off. Now the Absolute Zero will make quick work, and iCamper... Again, I just told you, my friend, you have no damage. So he will just fall to the double kill here. Moonin looking really good. Yo, Warlicks, we have a game on our...
Yeah, please. Oh my god. I can't take it any longer. Yeah, but we might actually though. Okay, that is a lot of damage.
You know, the thing is, basically, when you play Shyvana, all you really need to know is your FBPDD, which translates to Flame Breaths per Dragon's Descent. And I think right now, Please Get Me Out has around 4 or 5 FBPDD. You know, that's the damage you have to calculate.
Yeah, fair.
Right? So smart. Also, what is happening on top lane? He had to flash out, but you know, meanwhile on bot lane, finally we have some damage on our hands now. Jumping in there, and yeah, Amanji not even going to survive for like a split second. Use the bailout on the Corki. I like to play there, but either way, it was not going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, turns out if you can't win the 2v2, you just make it a 3v2, and then it's a lot more favorable for you. As the double kill will be going over to the bot side of the map here for Pandaric. Oh, and that looks like a snake in trouble here. Oh, that dodge is beautiful.
Did you see Soap? Did you zoom in on his face right there?
Hmm? I could. Wait. I could if I'm good at this, which I'm not.
Yeah, but I saw the smog on his face there. When
Yeah.
he sidestepped, you know, he was basically having a big old grin on his face. And of course, you know, Team Valhalla, they're like, can't have that, buddy. We'll instantly explode him with the Nunu. Also, what is this? Why is nobody going full AP? Why is Nunu going Leandris? Why is Please Get Me Out getting Blackfire Torch? Yeah, I'm literally looking at this draft and I'm flaming the players for their item choice. You know, you don't want the enemies to like slowly burn to their deaths. You want them to heckin' explode. What are you doing, guys? Oh, beautiful stuff there. Really good hook. Now Amanji. Okay, could be a big hostile takeover, could be a big bailout. If iCamper dies in time, he will not die in time. He will die, but too late for the bailout to really work. Now Guasmas is also here flashing onto Seni and getting the shot down. I had to double check the name there because I was seeing Ambeso and I was like Seni. I was like, wait, that's the ADC, but yeah, true, he's on the, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that is a 4-1-3 Nunu, by the way. And with all those KOs said and done there, there's a 1k gold lead here for Critixx. And, you know, the objectives have just been split across the map so far. And it seems like it's gonna be continuing that way forward as well. As Critixx will be securing themselves a dragon here in the bot side of the map, whilst Panarik get themselves a herald. And hopefully we can get some normality back here. The herald is actually gonna be very good here for Panarik. They could use it to force out that tier 1 mid tower if they want to. Because, you know, like we said, 5 melee champions can be quite difficult to take down those towers. You don't have the safety of the range that you normally have, so having the herald there, you know, to take down some towers for you is very useful for them to just accelerate the game a little bit more in their favor. As we are now 50 minutes in right now, and only a small lead for Critixx here, but nothing too significant here as Camper. He has to be a little bit careful here.
Yo, I'm Elytram from the future again.
Yeah.
Soap will just solo dive on top lane, but we will not really see it because the bot lane will also look really juicy here. The bailout being used is on cooldown. Oh, never mind, the crocodile will come with the teleport. And now meanwhile, please get me out. Does not have enough FBPDD or something, I forgot.
Sounds about
But
right.
honestly, you know, you could think I'm capping there, but it is actually really important, you know? You basically only go into dragon form for that one spell, so it is important. Do you really want to go for that? Will you go for that? Okay, flashing forward into the Renekton. That is quite the resource being used there. Okay, Cassiopeia might be in trouble here. Zenny with his shield not strong enough. That is the constant damage that I was talking about. And Cassiopeia getting the kill there. Well, what is Soap doing there, by the way? He's literally ghosting in there, canceling the recalls, flashing after Cassiopeia. Now the hostile takeover, just as a way to get away, you know. Soap and iCamper will hug each other. It's really funny, by the way, how Soap will then use his passive onto his own teammates. And if he has 5 stacks already, then the hostile takeover could be absolutely massive if you hit one of the carries. And that's why you do not have an AD carry, you know? He would just die. So better have 5 melee champions.
It all makes sense now. I don't even know what to,
makes sense.
Yeah, I don't even know what to make of this game anymore. There's gonna be a TP behind there, so maybe in trouble here in the 2 versus 1, as Managarm is also gonna come from the front end here. Will be sandwiched between 2 players and has to fight his way out here. Or he just walks his way out, that is also a possibility.
Okay, this is another big fight. You know, every fight is a big fight, but Forks will not stay long until he dies. Now look at it. That's basically the AP mage experience there with Please Get Me Out, just throwing a fireball over the wall and will instantly die, regretting walking into the enemy team. And yeah, like Pandaric is kinda losing it, question mark. They will probably get the mid lane turret because of all of that, and that's still a W in my book, but yeah, I'm not really sure who's winning here.
I'm not even sure we're still playing League of Legends at this point.
It's actually Tekken 7, you know, everybody is just, you know, hitting buttons, trying to hit combos, and
Yeah.
it's basically Mario Party at this point.
Yeah, that sounds more about, that sounds about right, yeah. I mean, the goal at this point is basically, you know, it's a 1k gold lead here for Critixx with, yeah, nothing too significant here. I mean, the Renekton and the Nunu are doing very well here. I mean, I guess so is the Corki, all having their shutdowns on their names. And, I mean, I don't know, Soap is still an absolute beast here. It is gonna be quite interesting. I do have a sound book in the mid lane. I don't know if you have the same, but it is really annoying.
Yeah, that's why the cam will go somewhere else now and right back into mid lane, because Soap is getting ganked, will get a half his life chunked away. Wait, who is even... What is this?
It's in top lane as well. I think it's from the Shyvana.
No, in top lane it's just echoing.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely in mid lane.
Yeah, but I think it's also on top lane. It's definitely one in mid lane. But okay, whatever.
What is it? What is?
Alright, the dragon is about to spawn, 5 seconds left there. We can see Critixx are ready to fight for it. They're controlling the vision around the top side jungle here, making sure there is only darkness here for Pandaric. So Pandaric, they set their eyes on the mid lane tower instead here. They don't really care about the dragon. They're gonna take their opportunity to finally take that tower here. It's gonna be a teleport here in response to stop this push here and fork someone in from behind here. It's a 2 versus 3, but the Renata there to back it up as well. So Pandaric, they have to be careful, especially iCamper.
Has to flash out of there.
And in the meantime, the Nunu is just taking the dragon solo, because, you know, it's a Nunu.
I mean, every jungler can do that, but
Yeah, but...
I don't even know if Nunu is faster or slower. Because for Nunu, it's all about, oh, hold up, wait a minute. Forks will just explode like snakes sometimes too. Yeah, for Cosmos, it's all about consumes per time, you know.
The Baron is being started here by Pandaric. They had to pick on Forks here. That is the DPS here on the side of Critixx. Now on the gray screen, has to watch from a distance, but Camper may be going too far forward. They're being stunned down, being locked down, being taken down.
Camper. No more ult for Amanji though for a moment. And, you know, we take this trade and just go into top lane. Maybe farm the ult once more. And then that's it. Wait, I can actually... No. I thought I knew where the sound bug is coming from, but I don't know.
We'll never know.
I wanna know.
Detective Alistair on the job.
What are we witnessing here? Sani will have 2 groupies flashing right over the ball. They wanted him so bad. The 2 yellow ones, by the way. Or maybe that's his fan outfit. But either way, without an quote-unquote ADC, the Nash will be started. But that also means Munin is alone in mid lane. Monogarm will have an early bailout. Will it be too early? It will probably run out in time, and he could just burn to his death. Soap will find the ultimate there, the Noxian Guillotine will find another one, and I don't know how they do it, but they are doing it. They find 3 kills, 4 kills even, triple kill for Soap. And I don't know what I'm looking at, Warlicks, but yeah. No, that's it. That's all I have to say. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that was... You know, a little bit of a blunder there by Critixx. They were, you know, they found the pick, which is absolutely amazing. They catch out Sani, they take him down, they realize they're in a 5 versus 4. They know they have insane DPS with the Cassiopeia. She can absolutely melt the Baron, you know, just spamming E on it. So they start off the Baron, you know, which is absolutely fine because you have the 5 versus 4 lead. But then the issue arises where, you know, the team was a little bit split, right? There was a few members trying to hold off Pandaric in the river, you know, the river entrance towards mid lane, and a few members starting off the Baron. You know, in theory that should be all fine there, but then the players in the mid lane get caught out, taken down, and that just means that player advantage you once had is just thrown into the bin, and Pandaric just get free reign over the river, take down the rest, and take the Baron with them. And yeah, just not really what you like to see here for Critixx. They had the advantage, they could have taken the Baron there if the execution was just a bit cleaner there, but they... Unfortunately for them, fumble it, and now the tables are flipped here, and the lead is handed towards Pandaric. Now 4K, they have the Baron buff with them as well, and they'll be looking to extend their lead further here with the Dragon.
1 FP per DD, 2
Yeah.
FP per... It's currently 3 FP per DD.
Yeah, it's
if
not hitting
you are
them,
not
though.
auto-attacking at all.
It's not
then
hitting.
it's only 3.
That is the problem though, you gotta hit those.
Right, just let Shyvana hit the red bot. What are you doing? You're griefing your own team member. I want to say mid laner, but it's a Shyvana, so... Okay, who connecting? But you don't have Dragon form, you don't have Dragon's Descent at the ready. Cosmos just tuning in there. And of course we will see the pressure onto the turret now. And I don't know if you can hold this. I don't know, my friends. Look at the minion. This is the ADC right now. Soap will eat a bit of damage, and everybody's ready to flank, except for Senny. He is just chilling in mid lane, and will work on the mid lane turret, you know. Might as well get rid of that, because it's a really annoying turret, you know. Just get this out of the way. Now Soap will maybe be sold in bot lane. Eye Camper. Yeah, good thing, good for him he didn't go in. But hey, meanwhile, you know, it's a classic Soap moment again. He cannot escape it. Even if everybody plays a melee, he will die, and in return his team will kill some turrets, find some stuff somewhere else on the map. Now on Wilson, the redemption will be huge there. Oh, it will be indeed. Getting the kill. Senny, no way. Nah, he cannot get out of this one. Again, the Cassiopeia and the Renata Glask, they are a huge problem. Ooh, could be a huge one. Will be a huge one. Icamper going berserk. Everybody standing in the fireball from Please Get Me Out. But suddenly he becomes Grimly form again, as we learned from chat.
Yeah.
And he will not be able to throw out more fireballs.
Yeah, and I want to just point out, like, yeah, sure, Pandaric, they break open the base, they get the inhibitor in the mid tower, and the bot lane tier 2 tower. But you can already kind of see that it is quite difficult for them to get those towers down. You know, it takes, you know, pulling away the entire enemy team to the other side of the map before they can really break open those towers like they want to. And that is with the Baron buff, which they also really struggled to get, you know. They didn't really deserve it. It was kind of handed to them on a silver platter, really. So you can really see that this is the limiting factor of this team composition, but, you know, they don't really care. They just want to brawl it out here.
Oh man, are you out of position again? Maybe? I don't know. Amanji will not be there in time for some good bailouts, and this means it is some kills for our friends here at Pandaric. They will get more. They are not happy with only 2. They will get the dragon. They will get a 3rd kill. Hanabulsen flashing over the wall, getting exhausted, but no, not a single frick has been given here. Amanji will be knocked up. Icamper has no follow-up because, you know, the rest of the team is like, yo guys, I want to go grab dinner. I want this to be over, so might as well shove out mid lane. And, you know, the death timers, I don't know if they are low enough, because in 10 seconds we have another snowball rolling maniac on the Rift once again. But yeah, no, never mind. The GGs are being called, and this is it. This is a 3-0 from Pandaric.
I am absolutely disgusted. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh my god.
Good. I think that was the point.
Yeah, I guess that was the point, and they definitely succeeded with that. Well, it's gonna be the 3-0, and Pandaric, they will be winning the Critixx Winter Cup here in dominant fashion, not losing a single game here throughout the entire tournament. And, I mean, outside of this last game, I think all of their games have been very clean and dominant. And, you know, this game was a little bit more back and forth, but in the end, they still close it out within 27 minutes, which is absolutely bonkers. With, you know, a semi-optimal draft as well, one could say. Yeah.
Semi-optimal.
Semi-optimal.
Semi-optimal. Yeah, let's just keep it at semi-optimal.
Yeah, they definitely had their fun along the tournament, that is for sure, you know. The Milio, Soraka, and now this, we had the Akali Kane yesterday as well. It has been a long ride. Yeah, I don't sound good, camper. I casted 7 hours yesterday, and how long we've been going on? 2 hours as well. It's been 9 hours of casting along the weekend, and my voice has given up along the way. But, you know, it has been a fun ride here. You know, the games have been very much entertaining, even though that some of them have been very dominant. It has been an absolute blast to watch them, to cast them alongside you as well, Alice Rim. Thank you very much for joining in on this journey. Hopefully you had some fun as well. And hopefully everyone in the chat enjoyed it as well, whether you are, you know, a League of Legends enjoyer, whether you're a player, or you're just here to, you know, enjoy some League of Legends along the way. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we have reached the end here, I would say.
Yeah, man. Again, I wrote so in chat already. I'm glad there is one single trademark where, you know, you see that I'm a veteran caster. I feel like I could go for some more, or it's not in the voice, it's more in the head, you know. Feeling
Yeah,
tired
no,
there, but yeah.
please, I need some rest.
It was a tiring day, of course, but it was only tiring if you were an opponent from Pandaric, man. Pandaric, a huge congrats again for winning Critixx Winter Cup. That was a banger of a series. What a match. GG's to everyone. You know, I'm a write in chat here, in the Winter Cup chat. GG's to everyone. Was an amazing tournament. Thank you, of course, for Critixx for hosting that one in the off season. And yeah, guys, don't forget to give Warlix a like and follow and subscribe to his channel and everything, all that stuff, you know. Giving a shout out to him. Don't forget to follow Pandaric and everybody on Discord, all that stuff. And until next time, I hope you have a good start into the year. And we will surely meet again. Have a good one.
Yes, bye bye everyone.